with Mike is going to be that you take Mike and you put him on a selection jury, and people start showing up with amazing renderings of a twisted tower that flexes over sideways, and you know, maybe you sell the guy on it, you know, maybe you have a good argument, but what I think is people need to understand what that purpose is behind architecture, know what the tools can do, and then be able to exploit that. So I hope you see that's where our we fought to find a difference here on it, but what we're trying to say, for me, it's like the technology is advancing, we're aware of that, and we need to actually push it harder and start to make it more useful and make it more pragmatic. We get into parametric design, digital fabrication, and we advance these technologies and do something better for the world with it. So,
well, we agree, so I guess that's it. But
thank you guys for coming.
It's a draw.
Whoa, he's getting really red.
We're going to sit down. I want to sit.
The problem is that we get so enamored and we do these buildings that look like they're falling over and they're twisted tops, or we get to a building that comes to a point where there's only 12 square feet on the top floor. What purpose does it serve? We forget about how people have to use these places and what architecture is really about. And we are not a technical art. We learn technical things, but we are really practicing a social art. They're creating places to make people comfortable and happy. And I'm looking out at our provost, who will tell us it's social sustainability. And I think sometimes...
Wow.
But I think it's important not to forget that architecture is not about... We went through a stage, and we're just getting out of it, of calling ourselves form givers. We go back and forth as architects saying we create forms. And we say that because we couldn't create buildings. And sometimes with the tools, we're getting back into that mode that we're going to create forms and not places for people. And I think that's a real concern.
And the issue again is we have access now to so much technology, and like I was saying, I take someone like Mike, I sit him down, and it's not you personally, we'll say a generation. I was born to innovate the individual. So we take someone who's unfamiliar with the capabilities of BIM software, and we stick them down in front of a project, and we ask them to review it on a student level or on a city level, and they may not recognize what the capabilities were, and the problem is somebody has used that technology to kind of shortcut the process to make it look as if a lot of that work's been accomplished. And my argument then is we need to educate the educators and educate the reviewers and the city people on what the capabilities of this technology is, so we can actually get people to push it. So when you show up at the city with this set of plans, and Mike's going to say that you've chosen a lot of default settings there, and look at this, you didn't bother to even change your floor elevations. You didn't talk about cultural sensitivity. They just produced volumes of data and renderings in that, and that's where technology gets abused. But the point is, you need people who can review it and understand how it was abused and try to push people in a new direction.
Yeah, I not quite architecture, not quite drawing, but Garrison Keillor, who is a writer and author, used to say that with a pencil